The protected son. Before dawn, your phone vibrates. A university friend says her brother was taken after a street gathering. Before you answer, the family security aide calls and asks whether you will keep the message. This is a fictional composite. No real person or family is portrayed. You are an unnamed young Iranian man born near a security establishment circle. Every private event here is invented to examine proximity to power. Your life appears frictionless. A driver waits in traffic. Doors open into quiet terminals and guarded rooms. Professors remember your surname without saying why. Friends joke that you never stand in their lines, and you laugh before the joke hardens. Privilege is not ownership. It is permission that can be withdrawn. The apartment, car, overseas invitation, and confidence in your posture belong to a network. You are protected because your father is useful to it, and because you never ask its terms. At dinner, your father speaks about duty. He believes disorder consumes ordinary families first. Your mother changes the subject around prisons or protests. Everyone loves you. That makes silence effective. Obedience arrives wearing the face of care. The architecture of permission. Iran is a hybrid theocratic republic where elected and unelected institutions coexist. The supreme leader holds constitutional authority over key state and security bodies. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps has military, security, political, and economic influence. That is context, not your family biography. Picture connected gates, not one throne. An elected office can propose. An unelected body can constrain. A security institution can move resources and shape risk. Your family stands near a gate and survives by reading which one is closing. Sanctions at gates. Banking, travel, and trade become less predictable. For many, the barrier is a stalled payment or unavailable part. For your circle, advisors search for lawful options. The constraint is shared. The protection is not. Surveillance becomes habit. Protest repression is documented, but your private fear is fictional. A second phone, a driver noticing routes, a pause before political words. You do not know who listens, so no one needs to. You edit yourself first. The first reversal arrives. A university abroad withdraws your place after a payment fails and a compliance review stays open. Your family can open many doors, but not every foreign bank or border. Your surname becomes the locked room. The price of loyalty. Your father offers a solution. Join a family-connected engineering company, attend a closed reception, and prove dependable. Advisors will pursue the travel problem, and your mother avoids questions about your phone. It is employment and your first consequential choice. You ask what the company does. Your father lists ports, power equipment, and public projects. He says the work keeps systems running under pressure. He does not call every decision clean. He asks you to understand how families remain standing. You accept. Your mother's anxiety eases, the aide stops calling, and your future seems negotiable. A reception photograph reaches your university friend. She does not accuse you. She stops answering. The reward and cost arrive together. One final message appears. You found a door. We found a wall. It breaks your claim that private kindness cancels public advantage. Her silence belongs to her. She is making a choice, not serving as scenery for your redemption. At work, you discover no master plan, only layers. A supplier waits on a bank. A manager waits on approval. An intermediary translates restriction into delay and delay into leverage. Access never removes uncertainty. It moves uncertainty toward people with less room to absorb it. The circle tightens. A security officer visits and places a printout of your old messages on the table. He asks whether your friend organizes gatherings. You say you do not know. He asks whether you would tell him if you did. The polite room becomes very small. Your second phone is taken for inspection. At home, your father already knows. He is angry because you allowed uncertainty near the family. Your mother looks at the floor. The protected circle does not erase surveillance. It brings surveillance indoors and calls the result responsibility. The next morning, your passport moves from your desk to your father's safe. No one calls it confiscation. Your driver and a salary remain. This is another reversal. Comfort survives while movement disappears. A soft room can still be a locked room. Then a trade restriction catches control equipment needed by the fictional company. A maintenance engineer says improvisation could endanger workers and damage the plant. Executives demand reassurance. You watch a resource constraint become a safety risk. then become pressure on the person willing to name it. Management drafts a report blaming a procurement clerk. It protects senior approvals and makes one employee carry the failure. Your father tells you to sign as a witness. Refuse, and family protection ends. Sign, and the lie becomes portable. Neutrality is no longer available. The cost of refusal. You do not sign. You ask for supporting records and compare the approval trail with the draft report. The mismatch is clear inside this invented story. Your refusal is your second consequential choice, and it leaves evidence other people can see. Your office access disappears before evening. The driver does not return. Your family bank card stops working. At home, your father says he built a roof over you, and you mistook it for a cage. You answer that a roof requiring a false signature has become both. He is not a cartoon villain. He remembers instability, scarcity, and vanished friends from his youth. He believes discipline prevented worse suffering. You believe fear has become a method for transferring risk to strangers. Love remains in the room, but it cannot settle the argument. Your university friend replies, "Do not make me your evidence," she writes. "Help the people named in the report." She denies you the heroic role. You are not rescuing a nation. You are responsible for one document, one choice, and the workers carrying its cost. Your family offers a final arrangement. Leave the report alone, accept a quiet posting, and your passport returns. No apology or public display is required. You can keep comfort and call the compromise maturity. The offer is generous enough to reveal what your silence is worth. The door you choose. At the company gate, you carry an envelope containing the approval trail, draft report, and a signed account of your role. You are frightened, not purified. Freedom does not feel like flight. It feels like standing still as protection moves away. You meet a lawyer retained by the affected employees, an invented person in an invented case. You hand over the envelope, authorize use of your account, and return your access card. You reveal no state secret and claim no national rescue. You refuse one lie where your name matters. The consequences land quietly. The apartment code changes. Your father does not answer. The maintenance engineer learns that the original approval trail is preserved, so the clerk cannot carry the whole blame. Your friend acknowledges the act, but not the friendship. A cost paid is not a debt erased. You move into a modest room and seek work beyond your family gate. You still know people who could reverse the damage. Some nights you nearly call. Instead, you record what happened while memory is fresh, separating what you witnessed from what you assumed. Power once meant never waiting at a door. Now freedom means knowing why a door opens, who pays when it closes, and whether you can refuse to make someone else the price. You have lost protection, not history. Your signature belongs to you again.